Hello again, everyone. This is Mharlyn once again, and for today, we will be recording my submission for the laboratory exercise number 5 for Business Processes and Enterprise Systems Production Process. Production is the processes and methods used to transform tangible inputs like raw materials, semi-finished goods, sub-assemblies, and intangible inputs like ideas, information, knowledge into goods or services. Resources are used in this process to create an output that is suitable for use or has exchange value. The objectives of this laboratory is to understand the concept of the production process and to know the different types and characteristics of a production system. Question number 1. Enumerate the types, characteristics, advantages, and limitations of production process. The first one is job production. Job production is characterized by manufacturing of one or few quantity of products designed and produced as per the specification of customers within prefix time and cost. It produces piece of goods in small batches. The distinguishing feature of this is low volume and high variety of products. Under this method, special or non-specialized products are produced in accordance with the orders received from the customers. Delete under this method peculiar and start from here. Under this method peculiar, specialized or non-standardized products are produced in accordance with the orders received from the customers. As each product is non-standardized, varying in size and nature, it requires start from here. Under this method peculiar, specialized or Under this method, peculiar, specialized or non-standardized products are produced in accordance with the orders received from the customers. As each product is non-standardized, varying in size and nature, it requires specialized job for production. The machine and equipments are adjusted in such a manner so as to suit the requirements of a particular job. Job production involves intermittent process as the work is carried as and when the order is received. It consists of bringing together material, parts and components in order to assemble and commission as a single piece of equipment or product. A job shop comprises of several purpose machines arranged into different departments. Each job demands unique technological requirements, demands processing on machines in a certain sequence. Characteristics of job shop productions: high variety of products and low volume. Use of general purpose machines and facilities. Highly skilled operators who can take up each job as a challenge because of uniqueness. Large inventory of materials, tools, parts. Detailed planning is essential for sequencing the requirements of each product, capacities for each work center, and order priorities. Advantages of job shop productions: a variety of products can be produced because of the general purpose machines and facilities. Operators will become more skilled and competent as each job gives them learning opportunities. Full potential of operators can be utilized. Opportunity exists for creative methods and innovative ideas. Limitations of job shop productions: the cost is higher due to frequent setup changes. higher level of inventory at all levels, and hence higher inventory costs. Production planning is complicated. There's a large space requirement. Batch production. It is defined by American Production and Inventory Controller Society as a form of manufacturing in which the job passes through the functional departments in lots or batches, and each lot may have a different routing. It is characterized by the manufacture of a limited number of products produced at regular intervals and stock awaiting sales. Batch production pertains to repetitive production. It refers to the production of goods, the quantity of which is known in advance. It is that form of production where identical products are produced in batches on the basis of demand of customers or of expected demand for products. This method is generally similar to job production, except the quantity of production. Instead of making one single product, as in case of job production, a batch or group of products are produced at one time. It should be remembered here that one batch of products may not resemble with the next batch. Under batch system of production, the work is divided into operations, and one operation is done at a time. After completing the work on one operation, it is passed on to the second operation, and so on, till the product is completed. Batch production can be explained with the help of an illustration. An enterprise wants to manufacture 20 electric motors. The work will be divided into different operations. The first operation on all the motors will be completed in the first batch, and then it will pass on to the next operation. The second group of operators will complete the second operation before the next, and so on. Under job production, the same operators will manufacture full machine and not one operation only. Batch production can fetch the benefits of repetitive production to a large extent, if the batch is of a sufficient quantity. Thus, batch production may be defined as the manufacture of a product in smaller large batches or lots of series of operations. Each operation being carried on the whole batch before any subsequent operation is operated. This method is generally adopted in case of biscuits and confectionery and motor manufacturing, medicines, tinned foods, and hardwares like nuts and bolts, and more. Characteristics of batch production system. It has a shorter production runs. Plant and machinery are more flexible. Plant and machinery setup is used for the production of item in a batch, and change of setup is required for processing the next batch. Manufacturing lead time and cost are lower as compared to job order production. Advantages of batch production. Better utilization of plant and machinery. Promotes functional specialization. Cost per unit is lower as compared to job order production. Lower investment in plant and machinery. Flexibility to accommodate and process number of products. Job satisfaction exists for operators. Limitations of batch production. Material handling is complex because of irregular and longer flows. Production planning and control is complex. Work in progress inventory is higher compared to continuous production. Higher setup costs due to frequent changes in setup. Mass production. Manufacture discrete parts or assemblies using a continuous process. This production system is justified by very large volume of production. The machines are arranged in a line or product layout. Product and process standardization exist and all outputs follow the same path. Under this method, production remains continuous in anticipation of future demand. Standardization is the basis of mass production. Standardized products are produced under this method by using standardized materials and equipment. There is a continuous or uninterrupted flow of production obtained by arranging the machines in a proper sequence of operations. Process layout is best suited method for mass production units. Flow production is the manufacture of a product by a series of operations, each article going on to a succeeding operation as soon as possible. The manufacturing process is broken into separate operations. The product completed at once operation is automatically passed on to the next till its completion. There is no time gap between the work done at one process and the starting at the next. The flow of production is continuous and progressive. Characteristics of mass production. Standardization of product and process sequence. Dedicated special purpose machines having higher production capacities and output rates. Large volume of products. Shorter cycle time of production. Lower in-process inventory. Perfectly balanced production lines. Flow of material, components, and parts is continuous and without any backtracking. Production planning and control is easy. Material handling can be completely automatic. Advantages of mass production. It has higher rate of production with reduced cycle time. It has higher capacity utilization due to line balancing. It has less skilled operators with low process inventory. Manufacturing cost per unit is low. Continuous production. It is when facilities are arranged as per the sequence of production operations from the first operation to the finished product. The items are made to flow through the sequence of operations through material handling devices such as conveyors, transfer devices, and more. When a product is continuously manufactured 24 hours a day and 365 days a year on a production line, this is called continuous production. Continuous production usually takes place on a semi-automated production line. It often involves a shift of workers so that manufacturing is non-stop. Continuous production ensures that there is a continuous supply of a product with no interruptions, or interruptions are capped to a minimum. Characteristics of continuous production. It has dedicated plant and equipment with zero flexibility. Material handling is fully automated. Component materials cannot be readily identified with final product. Planning and scheduling is a routine action. Advantages of continuous production. Standardization of product and process sequence. Higher rate of production would reduce cycle time. Higher capacity utilization due to line balancing. Manpower is not required for material handling as it is completely automatic. Person with limited skills can be used on the production line. Unit cost is lower due to high volume of production. Limitations of continuous production. It has the flexibility to accommodate and process a number of production that does not exist. It has very high investment for setting flow lines. The product differentiation is limited. Hey everybody, thank you so much once again for being with me in creating my laboratory exercise number 5 for business process and enterprise system production process. I really do appreciate the time and effort you have given getting through and checking my laboratory one by one. Please be with me on the next set of my laboratory for this course.